We like that. Woo!
What's good, everybody? Welcome to the Pull Up Show. My name is BJ Matthews, aka B Jizzle. Before we get started, follow us on the YouTube page, the Pull Up Basketball Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, Twitter, TikTok, the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Like, share, subscribe, all of our YouTube videos. Hit that notification bell, buy the subscribe button. Let's get it popping. All right, listen, man. We got another video for y'all today, second video of the day. Before we get started again, continue to like, share, subscribe all our YouTube videos, as well as the Cash App. If you guys would like to donate anything for the information, the content I give you guys, since this is nothing but high quality, y'all can go ahead and press that Cash App button. Whatever you gotta choose to donate, it's all appreciated and loved. I love all y'all, my subscribers, and we're gonna keep this going. But let's get into business. I had to make this video because y'all know after games, I don't just, sit back and just don't, do anything. I don't sit back and just, wait into the next game. I go through and do my homework. I make sure to go through and listen to the post-game interviews from all the players, the coaches, do some of my own research about, different things about the game that I saw that they could be exploited for the next game on both sides. So I make sure to do this around the clock and, make sure I'm prepared to give y'all quality content. And this was a subject that's very interesting to me, as well as, I feel like we should really, pay attention to. And it's pertaining to the shooting guard of the Golden State Warriors, Mr. Klay Thompson. Go and move this out the way so y'all can see his quote. He said this after the 2-1 lead Boston took over Golden State. I believe he said to Draymond Green. He said, basically, we've been in this situation before. I'm getting big 2015 vibes. Let me repeat that. We've been in this situation before. I'm getting big 2015 vibes. Okay. Now, for the ones who don't know what what he's talking about when he said 2015 vibes, the Warriors won their first championship back in 2015, defeating the Cleveland Cavaliers with LeBron James. Okay. Now, Golden State was in a similar situation to what they're in right now, being down 2-1 on somebody else's home court. Regards of Kyrie and Kevin Love going down in game 1, LeBron was able to have Cleveland up 2-1 going back to, Cleveland for game 4. And the Warriors had to win the game 4 to win, pretty much continue the series and keep their season alive. Because if they had lost that game 4, they'd been in some big trouble down 3-1. But they were able to, revamp themselves and be able to, come and close out game 4. And they were able to, bring some camaraderie within their team and, ultimately win a championship in game 6. Now, this is a similar situation right here. Except they're 7 years older with that same core, such as, Steph, Klay, and Draymond. I've already told y'all before in the past, they can't do what they do without one another. Each one of them plays a vital role. Draymond Green is the engine. Steph Curry is the cake. Klay Thompson is the icing, right? Because each one of them play a vital part, and when one of those guys are not in the position to succeed, then you guys see what y'all saw last night. Steph and Klay played well. Draymond did not play well. They ended up losing. So all three of them must be clicking for the Golden State Warriors to win these games, right? But back to the point. Klay Thompson, he's very confident in the press conference, saying that we've been here before. I'm not as anxious as I was when I was younger. And this is a situation where we're going to go in there and, use our experience, and everybody's going to, contribute. Same thing with Draymond Green, very confident at his podcast last night, saying that we're going to definitely prevail. We're going to actually play well. We're going to play well tomorrow. And that's pretty much the gist of it. And a little bit of back history about Klay Thompson, man, with these injuries. Klay Thompson, of course, suffered the ACL injury in 2019 against the Toronto Raptors in Game 6 in the finals. Then in the offseason, when he recovers, he ends up tearing his Achilles. right after. So he was out for initially 2.5 years. He just came back in January of this season, and we're all happy to have Klay Thompson back because the game is definitely more better with Klay Thompson there. And all in all, he's basically been working himself back into the mix of things. Now, reason why I want to bring this up is because this can be a very, very vital moment in the series. Okay. Now, if you guys were to um, ask yourself, how's Klay Thompson been throughout the playoffs? If I'm looking at his numbers, I'm looking at right now on the computer, he's actually not been as bad as people think he is. He's had some games where he shot bad, under 50%, under 40%, and there's been some games he shot over 40, over 50%. Last night he shot 5 for 13 from the 3-point line with 25 points. Um, game two he shot 1 for 8. Game one he shot 3 for 7. All in the finals. You guys can go back in Dallas, Memphis, and Denver and see all these games he's played. He's had, really good 3-point shooting games, really good shooting games, and there's been games he's been very bad. Okay, but that's going to really come to my point about what's going to happen with Klay Thompson, what I expect from him going on for the rest of the series. Now, there were parts of the season where people, questioning can Klay Thompson still do what he did before he got injured. People doubting him and saying that, he's not who he used to be and stuff like that. Not understanding like this man's been off for 2.5 years, off of two of the most craziest injuries of, all sports players. Because I've torn my Achilles twice. Let me tell you, that's not an injury most people come back from. You're going to lose a step. You're going to lose some explosiveness. Even with the technology and the medicine they have now, you're going to lose a step. It's just how it is, just how the human body is. You can get as close as you can, but even all in all, it's just, you tore your Achilles or you tear your ACL, you're gonna definitely feel the effects of it. Okay. Um, Now when I look at Klay Thompson right now, um, yes, he did struggle this season from shooting the ball. Yes, he did have games where he looked not as the defensive player he was before. But I've also saw some good things from Klay Thompson that leads me to believe that something big is about to happen. Okay. The one thing I see with Klay Thompson that's really, really encouraging if I'm Golden State, he's ultra confident. His ultra confidence. Okay. He does not get rattled off of miss. He has a very short term memory. In basketball, you have to have a short term memory because look, things are gonna happen. You're gonna miss shots, you're gonna turn the ball over, coach might yell at you, you might get rattled with the fans, and you have to be able to go to the next play. Or else it's gonna continue lingering with you throughout the rest of the game. And one thing Klay Thompson has, like I said, is a very short term memory. That man's going to continuously shoot the ball. He's going to continuously get shots up no matter how many threes he missed. And Golden State is not going to have a problem with with him getting shots up because of the history and the excellence he's had. Now, this is game 6. If people don't know the screenshot, this is game 6 of the 2016 Western Conference Finals. Okay. It was between the Golden State Warriors and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And as y'all can see right there, that's the person that's putting their hand up. That's none other than Kevin Durant. The Warriors, if y'all don't remember, 2016 came back from a 3-1 lead over the OKC Thunder. And this game right here was the best game of the series with Klay Thompson having such like 40 plus points and having over 10 threes. I remember watching this game at a local restaurant, man. The energy in that building was unbelievable watching that game because Klay Thompson just really just showed just how lethal he is. Now, like I said, this goes into his ultra confidence. The man was, not rattled by anything, not scared of anybody, getting off screens, taking 3-point shots, being crisp with his jump shot. Now, people who play basketball understand how that form he has right there is a textbook form. Elbow in, you know what I'm saying? Perfect L shape on his arm. The release of his shot, how he holds the ball, how quickly he releases the ball. Klay Thompson, like I said, he's one of the top 3 shooters of all time. To me, it's Steph, it's Klay, Reggie Miller, and then Ray Allen. Those are the 3, 4 best shot makers as far as, you know what I'm saying, shot making shots, and also Klay Thompson's clutch. You know what I mean? So this performance will always be in my mind when I think of Klay Thompson. And when people try to write him off, I said, this is not a guy that you want to write off. Okay. And I know a thing or two about shooting the basketball. No, now, by no means am I on Klay Thompson's level whatsoever. But like I said, all the teams I've been on, I've been the best shooter. Y'all can look at that picture right there, that form, that's me. So I know a thing or two about shooting. Okay. Shooting and scoring the basketball. And when I look at Klay Thompson's jumper, when I look at Klay Thompson's shot, his form and all that stuff, bro, a person who shoots like that, at some point they're gonna find their rhythm. Shooting is really just about getting your mechanics back. You know what I'm saying? You really don't lose your shot. If you're a shooter like Klay Thompson, you don't really lose your shot. Meaning you can be off, not play basketball for 2 months, you're not gonna forget how to shoot. You might be you can be a little rusty, but you're never gonna ever lose your shot. Notice how people say that Klay Thompson lost a step laterally on defense, but you'll never say people say Klay Thompson lost his shot. And that's where I'm going with this. With the ultra confidence Klay Thompson has, with the history that he has displayed, the amount of freedom he has with shooting the ball that Golden State's given him. I've seen games this playoffs, and I've seen games this season where Klay Thompson has definitely shown up and looked like the old Klay Thompson. Y'all go back to Game 6 against the Dallas Mavericks where he had 31 points, getting hot from the three-point line. Last night, you saw some good shots he hit coming off screens and off balance and stuff like that. Even throughout the season, he had games where he's shooting the ball very well. He's also the closer of this team. The Warriors need Klay Thompson to be Klay Thompson. They're going to get him shots. They're going to get him open. All he has to do is knock it down. And with this type of shots that he shoots and the form that he has, it's not going to be. He's due for a big game. Trust me, he's due for a big series if you want to, go there, because he knows what's at stake. He knows what's at stake right now, and that's another championship. If the Warriors end up winning this championship, that'll make 4 championships with this core, and that'll put him as one of the best teams of all time. Like, they're already one of the best teams of all time, but in my opinion, that'll put him top 5. It'll be the 87 Lakers, the 86 Celtics, the 2001 Bulls, the 2001 Lakers, the 96 Bulls, and then they got this 2022 Warriors or 2017 Warriors, whatever, the core that they have. So he knows what's at stake right now. And from what the press conference I've seen, like, he seems very, very confident. He seems very, very relaxed. He's not rattled by what happened last night. And that's the best type of shooter to have, a person that's relaxed, not tense. So he's going to go into Game 4 not losing no confidence, still going to take his regular shots, but I expect more of those shots to even go even more. So y'all just heard it from me first, man. Expect a very explosion from Klay Thompson, man. But that's all I gotta say with that. You know what I'm saying? Continue to follow us on the Pull Up Basketball Podcast. Like, share, subscribe to all of our videos. You know what I mean? The Cash App, if you choose to, be a part of Cash App, go and hit that Cash App button. With that, respectfully say, pull up a seat, pull up a chair, pull it up. Peace. Out of here like swimwear.